Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. Today we're going to be reviewing Gambit number 2 by Chris Claremont and Codian. Alright, guys, now before we get dived into the old school X-Men goodness, do want to let you guys know about the 500 subscriber giveaway. Now, when we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Silver Cerberus number 1. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. And when we hit 500 subscribers, we'll raffle the book off and put a video up to notify the winner. So yeah, hit the bell so you're notified about any future videos. So if you win, you know, right? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get dived into Gambit number 2. Now, there are a couple things we got to cover before we get completely into the issue. First, I want to let you know that we're going to be going heavy into spoilers. So, if you don't want to be spoiled for Gambit number 2, that's your warning. Next, I want to go ahead and shout the creative team out because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right, guys? So, on the issue that I have, the cover artist is Will Portacio and Alex Sinclair. The The story is by Chris Claremont and Sid Codian, and the colors are done by Espen Grundet Jern, and the letters are done by VC's Clayton Cowles. All right, so there's a foreword like usual. I'll go ahead and read that so you guys can kind of get the idea of what's going on. And that says Remy LeBeau is a thief. Growing up in New Orleans, he honed his craft from a young age as part of the Thieves Guild. He is also a mutant, and with his power to draw out the potential energy of any given object, he can make even something as harmless as a simple playing card an item of explosive force to be reckoned with. Remy has used his powers and skills to lead to a life of adventure and intrigue, traveling and stealing and gallivanting under the nom de guerre, Gambit. Gambit's devil-may-care lifestyle has crossed his path with that of Aurora Monroe, aka Storm, the leader of the mutant heroes known as the X-Men. But a recent encounter with the villainous nanny and orphan maker has left Aurora de-aged back to childhood, with her memory and mutant power to control the weather unreliable at best. Remy has taken young Aurora under his wing, advancing the thieving skills she first developed as a child on the streets of Cairo. After settling an old score with the Shadow King, the pair are in search of a new adventure. Little do they know that Remy has become the target of a bounty hunter from beyond the stars. As we start, and we see Remy and young Aurora are driving down the road, and these two cars are like racing each other and approaching, and it ends up swerving both of them off the road into the water, whereupon Aurora hits her head so hard on the windshield she's unconscious. Remy has to save her from the car as it's sinking in water, and he uses his powers to explode a card. And unfortunately, the explosion causes him to lose grip of Aurora, and she kind of gets dragged away by the current. And he's kind of chasing, but then a unknown woman comes and rescues her. Excuse me, and she says, "I've got the girl. Do you hear me? I've got her." And Gambit says, "Get her ashore. She's hurt." And the unknown lady says, "What about you?" And Gambit says, "Ain't me that matters. How's Ro?" And the reply is, "She needs CPR right now to get her breathing." Gambit says, "Tell me what to do." And then she ends up saying, "Get in my car, come with me. I'll get her. My mom's actually a doctor, and it's really close. We'll get her there as fast as we can." So they get her there, and her name is Gabrielle de Castro, and she draws on her military experience to improve a field clinic, or to improvise a field clinic in her own home. And so then her mom, Gabrielle DeCasto's mom starts taking care of Rogue. Meanwhile, she's having visions of being young and training to use her skills and stuff. And then we see that they're kind of just hanging out because it's been a couple days, right? And who shows up at these two guys, and Gambit recognizes one of them as the driver of the vehicle, and he shows up actually to say, she just wants to talk, and you keep ignoring my calls, and basically like he wants to buy her home, and she doesn't want to sell, and he's kind of like pushing that upon her, and Remy comes up after having recognized this guy from that, and the fact that he's threatening his newfound friend. He charges up a card and pretty much just scares them all away. He doesn't ever even have to throw the card. They see that and they all run. And so Gabriel DaCosta is kind of like, whoa, what was that about? Was that some sort of like magic trick? And Gambit says it was what it was, and you owe me an explanation. What happened the other day was no accident. Solazar's wanted you scared or worse. This is some of the best farmland on earth, Remy. Used to be family homesteads, now not so much. Times past, things changed. That's the way of life. Like it or not, Solazar's is something new. He wants our land for big money estates. Some here sold out, most didn't. Accidents begin to happen. No matter what folks do, he always finds a way to make us lose, and nobody seems to care. Not banks, not media, not law, not county government, not the state. We're on our own. As we see more of Aurora Monroe kind of unconscious, but having memories of being trained, right, as a kid. And then we continue with her, and she says, this used to be a natural waypoint with Gabriel DaCosta. And she says, this used to be a natural waypoint for riverboats. They'd stop for fresh wood, provisioners, passengers. Times changed, but the town remained a good place to live, till the river flooded higher and higher, more and more often. Town couldn't fight that. And so, she's kind of got a lot of things going on, basically. And before she can finish explaining that, what do you know? The Solazar and his gang basically got up enough nerve and brought some weapons and start attacking Monique and Gambit. And of course, Gambit throws a card at him, and he's like, "That's what you, that's what you call a serious mistake." And as we can see here, there's this new guy kind of in the shadows. I don't know if he's ever been if he's a new character. I think he's a new character, guys. So he's right here in the shadows, and he's kind of watching all these events unfold. We're gonna find out that he's actually Solazar's muscle, because he comes and he picks up her truck, right here, guys. So he comes and he picks up her truck. That's what he looks like right there. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you recognize him and know who that is. I don't recognize him, so I'm guessing first appearance or cameo. But he throws the truck, and it completely explodes. Just boom, right? And she's like, I can't believe you threw my truck. And then we get some more scenes of Aurora Monroe kind of reliving her past memories of training and in battle. And then all of a sudden she's like, Ashake, what's happening here? Is this smoke part of the training? I can't see you. Where have you gone? This isn't funny. It's getting hard to breathe. I'm back in the real world. Blessed ancestor, I'm in the middle of the fire. I have to go right now. Somebody's lying beside the bed. Not Remy, a woman, a doctor. She's unconscious. The fire's all around us. There's nowhere to go. Ashake, where are you? Why train me and then leave me to burn to death? Is this some stupid test? Why won't you help? I'm sorry. As then you know, maybe she's able to call the rain, but not really on command. Rain starts pouring. You kind of assume that somehow she was able to do it. But then shows up this guy. They never name him either. Then shows up this guy just in a one panel at the very bottom with with the bag, the gangster, and he's kind of their muscle. And Aurora's like, oh, and she has Monique's mom unconscious right now from smoke inhalation and just yeah, not good. And then it says, meanwhile, down by the river, um, Monique and Gambit are kind of falling in love throughout this issue, and they share a kiss. And Monique says, "I don't believe it. We're alive." And Gambit says, "Guess Solazar got tired of waiting." She says, "Remy, what about my mama and Ro?" Gambit says, "Told me no different. We assume they alive." Monique says, "What do we do?" And Gambit says, "Go save them, of course." She says, "Cajun, Solazar's has a muscle guy who threw my truck like it was a toy." Gambit says, "All the better. Makes this more of a fun fight. Trust me, Cher. You and me, we're gonna teach them all some lessons they'll never forget." And show you this last panel of Monique and Gambit there. And yeah, guys, I'm having a lot of fun with this run. Definitely. Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. All right, I'm really happy and excited to share this with the community. So what we have here, what are we looking at? It's my first ever mystery box. It's DC and Marvel only, number ones only. So it's all going to be all number one issues, all DC, all Marvel. They're going to be a guaranteed value of $60 on every single mystery box. There are only 30 boxes total. And all I'm asking, guys, is $50 shipped. So $50 shipped, and I'll guaranteed you'll get $60 in value in number one Marvel and DC only. And yep, there's also going to be 5 grand prize winners, and the 5 grand prize winners or mini prize winners are going to get $100 in value mystery prize box. So they're going to be 5 boxes valued at $100, and then there's going to be a grand prize winner, guys. And the grand prize winner is going to win this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1 slab in a 9.8 of the Delato Virgin Edition Scorpion Comics limited print. And additionally, not only are you going to get the slab, but you're also going to get a $60 mystery box as well. So you'll get to open up a mystery box full of number 1 issues just like everybody else, and you'll get this cool slab. So that's the grand prize winner gets the slab and a $60 value mystery box. And then there's going to be 5 mystery boxes, mini prize winners valued at $100. And then, yep, only 30 boxes total. So I'm asking for the community's help and support on this one. If you guys could help me out and help me to sell out of the 30 boxes, that'd be super amazing. And yep, these are some of the books that you'll see in the mystery box in the number 1 only Jacob Comics first ever exclusive mystery box. All right, guys, and the best way to find out how to purchase them is to get a hold of me on Instagram at Jacob_comic. So it's the same as my YouTube, but without the S on the end. And again, I really appreciate the community's support and helping me spread the word about this mystery box. I thank you very much in advance. And yep, we'll see you guys tomorrow as always, and have a great day, okay?